where we at?
I think we're at Denver International. I believe so. Denver International. Is that the only?
Where we going?
Is that the only airport here?
I guess so.
We're going to go see our client Sarah at Artisan and see if we can help them turn some things around, make some moves. Kind of excited. Never been to Denver before. First time.
How you like it so far?
Well, I mean, I've only been here 5 minutes.
How do you like the airport so far?
I had a sausage, egg, and cheese that tasted like it was from the hospital and about 2 days old. And other than that, I'm good to go. Need to get some caffeine in me and get rocking and rolling.
It's a college town.
Oh, surgery at Duke.
Oh my gosh.
Duke's really big.
Yeah.
It's the biggest organization around us.
Yep.
So pretty quickly if it's not a good referral partner, and then over time if they're like blowing you off, not responding, they don't respond to your texts, whatever, you'll get that feeling, and then you just phase them out, and that's okay. He sent us 2 referrals, one of which he sent us personally, one of which they told us that he sent, and they CC'd him on the email. Both of those emails, I personally called him and thanked him and said, thank you for the referral. I'll keep you updated on what goes on. Because we do have a partner referral program. If they end up hiring us to the contract, then we give them, a referral bonus. But I want him to know that like we're taking care of his clients. We'll keep him informed, his referrals, and then that way he knows that like the person that he's referring us for this project is being serviced, is being taken care of, and it's like peace of mind for him. Some contracts are only 100,000, some are 2 million or 1.8 million, right? So, but we just do the average across all the contracts, so we know that it's how much it costs us for a contract, which is about $7,000. If someone gives us a referral that turns into a contract, and we didn't have to spend that $7,000 to do that, I'd much rather give it to a referral partner. I'm gonna spend the same dollars, and then this guy's like, oh, let me give them more referrals, right? And it's not quite 7,000. I think it's like 5,000 for the highest, but that's for like $1 million plus project. We are here in beautiful Fort Collins, Colorado, home of Artisan Design Build. We are about to go in here and check out their design studio, look at their cabinets, countertops, selections, whatnot. This is where they bring their clients to come in and kind of go through all the different options they have to show them for the designs of their project. So day one, coming in, checking out their design room. We'll show them a sample, but they all go to MSI and go pick out their slab, right? So you don't have to have a bazillion things. The main thing they're coming here for is to see the cabinet. Great space to grow into, and it's not that expensive. I mean,
Right.
Yeah. And it was a kitchen and bath design center before we moved in.
Somewhere between 4 and 5 months. It may take a little less, may take a little more. We'll know more of that by the end of the design phase. That's about the only information that someone in this phase needs to know, because anything more than that, you're just, one, you don't even know if they're a client yet.
Yep.
But 2, that they're not going to be able to process that amount of information when they're still way back here. We want to create something that you guys can use that's not so unfamiliar, that's not so different than what you're already doing, but is also simpler, saves people time and energy, and gets you guys, saves you guys time and money, and saves the client time and energy to get the process across. But it works, and you guys are closing sales and not spending time on things that you shouldn't be spending time on.
So this is part of the transition, because we're bringing on a designer too, and trying to figure out how to give the designer enough information without having to have her come to all these meetings and not get paid, basically, before we get the job.
Are they always that fragmented, or is this just the broken one?
They're always kind of like this to start with.
Got it. Okay.
Oh yeah, but they just can't make decisions, and this person, it's an interesting situation.
Like a hoarder.
Yeah, I think
their shower started leaking. She decided she was going to remodel it. Demoed the bathroom, then ended up cutting through one of the drain lines. It fell through the ceiling, leaked into the living room down below. Called us 3 years later.
Wow.
Oh wow. Said,
yeah,
So these are already like red flag after red flag
I
after
know.
red flag. So
I know.
So to answer your question is you would note that these are all red flags at the beginning and probably, you know.
Not work with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, is what it is now.
picky, right?
They go in and say, I can do this time, I select it, it Calendly sends them an email, a confirmation, and it's all done automated. So that way it's just, it's scalable, they can do more of it, and they don't have to try to remember all these things. And keep
That's
up.
good.
What's up guys, Ian with BBA here. Today we are out here in Fort Collins, Colorado with Sarah and Paul with Artisan Design and Build. Today we took a little bit of a different approach and we backed off of the overall scheme of things and wanted to specifically lock in on a couple of their key weaknesses and address those so that moving forward they can get those fixed and focus on more of their company as a whole. Some of the key things that we did was their sales process. We went from the very beginning as if we were a prospective client all the way to the end of the build contract with the design contract in the middle. There was a lot of small things that we were able to help them out with. That included the automation of various processes, the templates that we can provide, whether that's the design contract or the build proposal, how it should be structured, our estimating template, and our realtor blitz. One of the things that we looked at this morning was they are lacking realtor connections, designer connections, and architect connections. Some of the other things that we were able to do was kind of look at how they are structuring their business. Obviously, you can see that they have a magnificent showroom that is behind me. This is going to be a key pillar for their success going forward. They have tons of office space, they have tons of selections, and they have a lot of really good real estate to work with. Cool thing about BBA and with Ken's expertise is he's been there, he's done that, and he knows what success looks like. This is just day one of our visit here with Artisan, and couldn't be more excited for day two.
Your vision for the business is the direction and where you want to go. It's if it could be anything you wanted it to be, anything you could imagine, anything in your wildest dreams, where would you want Artisan to be? What does that look like? And they may change over time. All these things are nothing static, right? You can change it anytime you want. But your vision is like, why are we doing this company? Where are you trying to go with this company? Like Artisan is here, it's a design build company, it sells cabinets, you build kitchens, you build bathrooms. But if I want to come work for you, I don't want to just sell a kitchen here or two. I want to know where we're going, like what's the big picture, so that I can have something that I can tie my rope to and say, I'm gonna go there with you. Everything else funnels through that. All your decisions funnel through this, right? Every decision you make for the company is gonna funnel through your mission, your vision. When someone comes and brings you an opportunity for the company, you're gonna think through your mission, your vision, does this fit what we're trying to do?
The tile on the floor. And then phase two, they had us kind of do the LVP over there and the fireplace.
Awesome. Oh, that's good.
The fireplace, and it did have legs on it before we redid it. And so she's thinking about doing legs. She's thinking about doing a porcelain just overlay.
Over the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah.
In this kitchen, did you guys change the layout of anything? I mean, obviously the sink kind of makes sense right here, but did anything else move? Or?
So there with the pantry wall, there was kind of one of those built-in desks that we got rid of and just did more pantry, so they have more storage. Did the built-in fridge versus a freestanding fridge. Everything else pretty much stayed the same. Actually, I think the microwave was part of that desk area. It was a weird little area, and they had like a warming drawer or something that they never used.
So they have the microwave drawer.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Island got a little bigger and a little less ornate. They had some legs on it and things.
I assume they did outlets on the top so that they could do the full backsplash.
Yeah.
Granite backsplash.
Yeah.
Awesome. it's fixing that. Got it.
hidden.
Ranch with 2-foot overhang.
Yep. Yeah, they were 1940. I think this one was 1948. Was when it was built. Shed area or storage area with an outdoor dining.
Oh, sweet.
This will all be tongue and groove and a ceiling fan and lighting here.
Big space. I didn't think it was gonna be this big.
Yeah, it's just at the limit of what the city will allow us to build
Yeah.
with non-permeable space.
Mhm.
Permeable.
Pervious surface.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to actually like color code the roof and tell them which direction the rain was going to be going, so that not too much went back to the alley and the flat areas, and most of it went to the road.
So those beams, are they going to be exposed? Is that why you use those really big?
Yes.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And then we'll just kind of do the paint stained black, same with the posts. And these are the original windows from over there where we demoed them.
Awesome.
And then before it was just a detached garage,
Okay.
and the house ended there, and there was a concrete patio here.
Okay. So the sleepers.
Yeah. This is all crawl space under us here.
Oh, this is crawl space.
Yeah.
No, so we were just kind of curious as to like why you chose Artisan, and then also kind of how the experience has been working with them so far.
Sure. We chose Artisan initially because when we purchased the home 2 years ago, we got to know the owner and Paul because he was the builder. And then we lived here a couple years and it wasn't just quite what we wanted, so we thought getting the original builder would be good because he would be familiar, because it was a total, renovation down to the studs and the infrastructure. So we contacted Paul and he was willing to do that. We were very glad about that. We actually got the original architect to do the plans.
Awesome.
So he knew as well what was going on. And then the experience has been very good. There, of course, in construction are moments where they're challenging, but most of those were not on Paul's side of the construction. The permits, some issues, few issues with subs, but overall, the greatest, I think, advantage of working with Paul is his ability to communicate. So I am the type of person, I like things explained. I ask a lot of questions, and he is so patient to understand and take time. The other thing I like is to be updated. I'm the type of person where I like to talk to the individual to find out what's happening next. Is it going to be banging noise, or am I going to get a reprieve from that for a few minutes? And Paul is excellent in communicating in person and by text. Which,
That's phenomenal.
Yeah. The technology, they have a construction website. I go on the website if I want to see photos, if I want to send a message, or I text him on his phone, and he gets right back to me. I think the communication overall is one of the, to me, is a very important thing and the best thing that's come out of this. Makes everything easy.
That's awesome. And it's tough doing renovations when clients live in the home. And doing this scale of a renovation is really, really tough. It's tough to be the client. I've been through both. I've been the client, lived in the renovation, and also renovating homes with clients living in the house with trying to keep noise and dust and vehicles and all that good stuff. So that makes it another level of stress both ways. But no, everything looks really great. It's going to be a beautiful home. I'm excited to see when it's done. Thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it. I can't wait to see when it's finished. It's going to be exciting. It's very
You'll
exciting.
have to come back.
When the furniture's done.
When the furniture's
here.
here. Yeah.